yes, it's your day. I hope that it's okay. Though it may sound cliche, may good things come your way. So have a happy, 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 happy day.
49 years ago, little Bryan Mac was born with a high-pitched scream. 35 years ago, one of the pretty girls on school asked him, "What do you want for Christmas?" "The new Iron Maiden record," he replied, having no idea who Iron Maiden was, but one of the cool kids on school always wore their t-shirt. So for that Christmas, Bryan got his very first Iron Maiden record, Powerslave. And that was the beginning of a lifelong love of all things metal. And when I started my metal journey here on YouTube, I haven't been listening to metal at all. And my very first video was with Opeth. And Bryan replied, "Choosing Opeth as your first metal band is like buying 1,000 bottles of scotch for your first drink." And that comment was so funny and big brotherish. So I instantly adopted him as my big brother, my online big brother. So happy birthday to you, Bryan. I know that you were wishing for 49 Iron Maiden videos, but I didn't got the time for that. So I hope that you can enjoy this one video that I made for you, and I want to celebrate your birthday. And I want to do that by listening to Powerslave. And I chose a lyrics video for this one out of several reasons. One of them is because I want to shut out the distractions and just listen to the music exactly like Bryan did 35 years ago when he got this record, Christmas Eve, of this beautiful girl. And this lifelong love of metal started. So let's do this and listen to Iron Maiden Powerslave from their 5th studio album. Okay, are you ready? Let's press play. There's Eddie.
Enter the risen sun.
that was energetic. Uh, ooh, I'm kind of flabbergasted because I went from 0 to 100 in seconds, and uh, wow, they got so much energy. Whew. And I love the themes they have. This ancient Egyptian thing, uh, singing about this pharaoh that thinks that he's gonna live forever and he is going to die, and he thinks it's kind of unfair that he dies like the peasants, like everybody else. That's how I interpret this lyrics. And uh, oh, I'm sorry, I have to breathe a little bit. This was um yeah, the Eye of the Horus. That was one of the things that got me in the first place because once I had a regression, which means that I got in a trance and I went back to another lifetime that I had, and I was in the ancient Egypt, and I was one of those guys who made this sculptures, and I made the Eye of the Horus with a sapphire. I tried to Google that, but you can find jewelries with that, but it was not the typical thing they used. But anyway, one of my best friends, he was my assistant. He was just a little kid, and he went into the mines to find this sapphires and all these things that we needed to make the Eye of the Horus, which is a symbol they had in Egypt, like protection and prosperity, I think. And I also Googled this Eye of Horus, and I didn't know that it was extracted from parts of the brain. Yeah, I didn't know that. And it's really intricate and interesting, all of those things they were thinking about back then in the ancient Egypt. But anyway, back to Iron Maiden. They are so energetic, and I can understand why so many people love them because they really make you pop. You got to get out of everything else, all your sorrows and your despairs just disappears because you can't concentrate on anything else because this is so much life and it's crazy and it's so much fun and they are good. And this voice of this guy is just something else. Like, and I have to imagine back then when they started and it wasn't much of this. This must be kind of very, liberating and strange because it's like almost like an opera singer, but it's really not. And it's a mix of everything. And it's just crazy and so much fun and scary and yeah. Whew. Okay, let's listen to some more. And let's press play.
When the life never dies around this late way.
when you can relax just a little bit before the energy comes in. Wow, that was so much fun. And I'm just imagining this little Brian Max sitting there listening to this for the very first time. And oh, that had to be so amazing. And yeah, happy birthday, Brian. This was great. I'm just thinking about you as a little kid now, and I try to imagine how this was. Uh, Another Iron Maiden. I have had a several, but this was great as well, and it was nice to listen to it. Just listening to the music. They are so good musicians, and like I said, so energetic, and it's so cool with this themes that they have with this ancient Egypt. I find it really fascinating, and also this idea of this man thinking that he's better than everybody else, that he's like a god, and he doesn't want to die. I think that it's such a nice thing to kick that way, if that makes sense. Um, Sometimes when I try to find metal, I can I can feel that it's a lot of depression or antichrist things that is kind of to gloomy, and it's about war and stuff like that. And I don't really care about that. I didn't, but I try to be open. But I think this is such a funny thing to do, you know. It contains all this kind of interesting and it contains death and ugliness and how people behave and stuff like that. But it's at the same time so much fun and it's nice. It's good to listen to this. So thank you so much, Bryan, for introducing me to Iron Maiden. Oh, I got sweaty. I got goosebumps. I want to dance. I want to kick something. Oh, this was liberating and great. Thank you so much. And Bryan, I hope that you eat a lot of cake today. I hope that you have a lot of people around you that love you. And a lot of love comes from your little brother here. And I hope that everyone that watches this, give some love to Bryan in the comments here. Happy, happy, happy birthday. And until next time, dear friends, remember, give me something new that I can react to. More metal. I want all kinds of metal to react to, and maybe some more in our Maiden later as well. Until next time, dear friends, rock on and stay strong. Happy birthday, Bryan, and namaste.